Hi, I'm Luisa, a Korean Indonesian translator, and let me tell you my story. My journey as a translator began in 2018. Back then, I just took a Korean language proficiency test or topic and I got level 6, which is the highest level. I love reading since I was a little kid, and I have always wanted to have my name written on a book. So I sent my resume along with my topic certificate to a publisher which specializes in publishing East Asian book translations. I did the test and then I got in as a freelance translator. My first book was Why Secretary Kim, or Kim 비서가 왜 그럴까 in Korean, which was later made into a Korean drama. When I was just a beginner, I just accept any book translation job offered to me. However, I once fell into a slump after translating a psychological essay book because it was so stressing and depressing for me. And as of now, I have translated 11 books for this publisher, so now I have the courage and I guess the right to choose which kind of book I'd love to translate. Now, let me tell you about one of the latest books that I translated. It is a slice of life novel. The Indonesian title is Minimarket yang Merepotkan, or Inconvenient Convenience Store in English, and the original Korean title is 불편한 편의점. When I got the copy, I did some research on the book and on the writer, and turns out that the writer got several awards for his previous works, and the book is also actually one of the best-selling books in South Korea. So I immediately agreed to translate the book, and it was indeed a very pleasant journey. Usually, it takes about 3 to 6 months to translate a book. Depends on the difficulty of each book. It's because my job as a translator is not translating the text just as it is. I have to translate the text without changing the original meanings, but also making it still relevant for the Indonesian readers. A lot of research is needed during the translation process. Not only research about words and terms, but also about things like foods, places, and other objects mentioned in the book. However, the most exciting part in translating is the editing process. During the editing process, I got to discuss with the editor about how to modify the sentences so that it could be understood better by the Indonesian readers. Actually, translating books for Indonesian publishers doesn't pay a lot. But since I have my main job and since I also accept corporate translation jobs that pay me good money, I still enjoy being a book translator. Not only because I finally got my name written on a book, but also I get to read a lot of good books and then introduce them to the Indonesian readers. Plus, I also got invited to be a speaker on some talk shows, seminars, and book discussions. I'm glad if a book that I translate got popular in Indonesia. I don't get any royalty from my translations, but I just feel happy if more Indonesian people could have a chance to read good Korean books so that they could understand the Korean culture and Korean literature better. I hope I could bring positive influence to the readers, just like how the translator of Harry Potter taught me how to dream. Please remember that the most important thing is to do something that make ourselves happy. So, what do you think of becoming a translator?